Israeli footballer, Eyal Barkovich, and he's talking about no innocent in Gaza and wipe the Arabs. Let's watch it together.
צריך למחוק את עזה.
בערכו.
למחוק את עזה.
עזה הייתה צריכה לחבר...
למחוק את עזה.
אין חפים מפשע בעזה?
אין, כולם מחבלים.
כולם.
לא, רגע.
Yeah. So how was this received in
I think that goes back to Gary Lineker's comment about the language of 1930s Germany. But we're not allowed to say that. There it is. That's obviously racist.
Exactly.
It's fascist.
Genocidal language, wipe out all Gaza.
It makes me think of the Israeli president, Isaac Herzog, because he was quoted, right? His speech was directly quoted by the ICJ in January 2024.
Yeah, with the ruling.
And he said something very, very similar, right? There are no innocents in
Gaza.
Innocent civilians in Gaza. They could have risen up and overthrown that evil regime. An entire nation is responsible, right? That's what he said. The entire, not just Gaza, the entire Palestinian nation is collectively responsible. There are no innocents. So this is, in my opinion, this is a fascist society in a death spiral. Like I think that there's an interesting double movement that seems to happen with the demographics within the Jewish Israeli population, which is that anyone with any kind of even liberal and certainly left-wing politics, and I've spoken because so many of my friends are like, they identify as ex-Israelis, and I've met them in London or Berlin or wherever, because they're like, I can't live in that society because it's fascist. They want to co-opt me into a fascist military that enacts constant colonial violence. I can't do it. So anyone with sensible politics is thinking, I think I'm going to leave this place. And many Jewish Israelis have second or third passports, so they're in a position to simply leave if they want to, in circumstances, of course, where many Palestinians have no passports.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. And the double movement is that because of Israel's law of return 1950, every Jew may return to Israel as an ole. It's the most fanatical, psychotic, fascist-minded who are now thinking, oh, I want to go to Palestine because of the violence. So you get this double movement where all of the right-wing people are being attracted into it and all of the sensible people are leaving. And so I think for the longest time, the Zionist project tried to observe this delicate balance between a Jewish and democratic state, right? That was their big tagline. We're both Jewish and democratic. And if you think about it for a second, it's an obvious contradiction, right? It's like, well, choose one. You can't have both. They've made their choice, in my opinion, right? They're no longer pretending to be democratic. That's been the case since long before the genocide, right? 2018.
Yeah, they
nation-state law.
nation.
I don't think you can be a democracy if you put one group above all other groups. Democracy, for me, is about equality. Absolutely. We're all the same.
Absolutely. And I think you mentioned some international judgments about genocide and so on.
Yes.
I think the crucial judgment that not enough people have mentioned, but that's sort of kryptonite when you go into an English court and just mention it, the advisory opinion from July 2024 confirmed that Israel is in breach of Article 3 of the Convention on the Elimination of Racial Discrimination, which means that Israel is committing racial segregation and apartheid. That's a settled matter of international law. It's over. I just don't see how you come back from that. It's an apartheid state.